Hey, what's up DIYers, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking Samsung dryers, and in the event that yours is not turning on, we are going to show you how you can inspect your control panel. Let's take a look. Step one, safety first, always cut all electrical power to your dryer. Go ahead and unplug your power cord. And from here, on the back side, if yours is like ours, you have two Phillips screws. Go ahead and remove those. You're going to be able to shift this whole cover plate off. The screws themselves are pretty short. Go ahead and set those aside, and from here you can carefully shift your cover plate back and carefully remove this and set it in a safe location. Next, you have these plastic tabs that go into their connection points. Again, they're plastic. Do not break them, just carefully pop them out of their connection points. Down in there, you have an additional tab right there, and there is a tab on each side. The trick with those is carefully shift up on this panel, again carefully because you're working with plastic, and with one hand on each side shifting this panel up, you can remove those tabs from the slots and rotate this panel outward toward you. And as you pull this panel back, some of you may run into what I ran into, and right down here you have plastic tabs that go into these cutouts here. There's two of them, here and here. And as you try to remove this panel, it will get stuck on those. So what I do is I got this long little teeny rod. You can use whatever you want to. However, I insert it in here and got underneath that tab and carefully applied just a little bit of pressure to release it from the cutouts there. From here, we are going to carefully remove these connection points. In this case, you push down on this and remove that, and you'll do the same for here. From here, we can set the control panel in a safe location. At this point, DIYers, I highly recommend placing your control panel on something soft so you do not scratch it or damage it. In our case, we're using a beach towel that we purchased off of our channel store, and that is our DIY Raptor. So again, what we'll do is flip this on its back and inspect the internal wires right here. What we see a lot is this wiring harness that comes out of this connection point here. Sometimes, as you can see, ours did, it gets crimped in the top portion plastic tabs that connect and secure this panel to the upper mount. And what happens is, maybe it was on the assembly line in the manufacturing plant. However, this can be human error from a person that works on it. They can remove the control panel, and then when it comes time to reinstall it, a wire gets crimped in between the connection tab and the mount, causing damage to the wire. In our case, yikes. Hopefully that's still good, but that could be your issue. Continuing on, inspect all the wiring that feeds into here. Make sure the connection points don't show any signs of stress, meaning overheating, crimping, or melting. These look pretty good. So that would be, in most cases, most people's concern or issue right here. However, if your wiring looks good, chances are you have a faulty control board. And in the event that your selector knob is not working, it is this control board. In the event that your push button selector panel is not working, it's that larger one. And you'll notice these are pretty simple to remove. Just a couple Phillips screws and some plastic tabs. I highly encourage you to take your time when removing these because those plastic tabs are very important. You do not want to break those. So again, if your wiring looks good, chances are it's one of your control boards, whichever panel is malfunctioning. And I'm not going to bore you with replacing those in this video. However, we do have a step-by-step video on how to replace this control board and a step-by-step video on how to replace that control board. And those links will be down below in the comment section as well as the description section. Definitely check those out in the event that you are interested. Next, what I recommend prior to reinstalling the control panel, take a look at the connection points and wiring. And they go to the back portion of your dryer. They feed all the way over to here and then go into your main control board. Just make sure everything looks good. From here, what we'll do is resecure the control panel. With the control panel back in place, go ahead and resecure the right hand connection points. And just be patient as you realign your control panel. Make sure all of your connection tabs are properly in place and secure. From here, we'll go grab the top. After reapplying your top panel, go ahead and resecure the rear Phillips screws. Go ahead and plug in your dryer. And hopefully this helps. Do us a favor, below the video, you'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.